Hey everyone, it's JG here with Earth-5D Ascension School. Back for another teaching. How are you all doing today? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm JG, and I'm here to talk about raising your consciousness and entering that 5D place, that 5D reality. So a lot of people say, what is 5D? What does that even mean, right? So I cover that a lot, but I feel like I need to touch on it again today because since 2022, we've had the opportunity to really live a life that is very fulfilling and empowering. And so many of you are happier than you've ever been, right? And things are flowing more easily in your life. And if that's not happening, let's talk about it, right? So we're going to talk about creating more flow in your life in the fifth dimension. So the fifth dimension, you could think of it like a density or an energy, okay? And so we have the opportunity on this planet to live from a place of greater flow. What I would call flow is allowing love in your life and allowing the natural way things are going, right? So the people that come into your life, the situations that come into your life, that is spirit helping you create flow. So the fifth dimension is about tapping into that flow. And so one image that I see a lot in my coaching sessions that I share as guidance is that it feels like the fifth dimension right now is like a stream of energy, and it's like a river of energy, and it's like this bright color, and it's kind of, the way I see it is like golden or white golden, and it's this flow of energy. And people who are having a harder time with 2022 are like they're holding onto the banks of the river, like they just don't want to let go. They don't want to go with the flow of the river, this new stream of consciousness, this new density of energy that's a higher vibration. So they're like holding onto the bank in the river, and their fingers are just holding on, right? And so what I would recommend is letting go of the bank of the river and just letting that flow into your life, letting your life flow. Because if you allow yourself to kind of kick back, put your arms up, lay on your back, and just like coast down the river, Spirit is going to take you to a beautiful place, like bigger and brighter than you ever imagined. So in manifestation, in the third dimension, which we've been in ever since anyone on this channel has been born, then you used law of attraction and law of assumption to create reality within the hologram, right? It's a holographic universe. You basically, what you think and feel and what you project gets mirrored back to you, right? So in this new reality, there's just so much more help from spirit. There's so much more help from your guides, light family, others. There's so much more support. And so it's not just you in a vacuum trying to manifest, you know, in the hologram all by yourself. We have this whole universe of support, okay? So you might think you have a vision of your life, right? You have a vision of what you want to accomplish, but there's things that spirit, God, source energy is omnipresent, omnipotent, right? That means that God's spirit, source energy can see everything at all times. So our plans for ourselves, or what we see, our vision, is often so super limited because we can only see so far. And so it's really important in the fifth dimension and to go with the flow is to invite spirit in to show you the surprises that you can have, and the amazing joy that will come from situations that you never would dream would make you happy. So when I was, before I went to college, I was working in a Chicago suburb as a nanny, and I was a nanny for a family, and I was waiting tables and trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. And I loved being around children, and so it was very rewarding. I was going to community college, and like I just never knew that there was a place where I went to college that even existed in Wilmington. I went to college at UNC Wilmington in North Carolina, right on the coast, right at the beach. And as a Midwesterner in Chicago, I never dreamed that place existed. And Spirit just led me there, you know, randomly. I ended up going on a road trip with my sister, who was just really young. I think I was at 21 because I couldn't rent hotel rooms in some states, so I remember that. So I was under 21 and she was probably like 15 or 16. And so we went on this road trip and we went to the beach in Carolina and I just fell in love with it. And so I ended up, this was before the internet or right in the inception of the internet. So I eventually so basically I find this whole corner of the world that I didn't know existed. Had I like rushed off and went to college right away, I probably would have stayed somewhere close to home. And so I was open to go with the flow. I was open to entering a place of unknown, and trusting spirit would get me where I needed to go. And so it's really important in your life in 2022 to trust that you might not know where you belong, right? You might not know what is going to make you happy because you are not omnipresent as a human being right now. And we need spirit source energy who is omnipotent to show us, to take us down that river of good vibes, of good energy that creates more than just a good vibe, more than just 5D energy. It's so harmonious, right? I guess that is good vibes, but it's just entering this place of peace, of harmony, of satisfaction, of abundance. And so if you don't know where you're heading right now, guys, or you feel lost, it is really important to surrender and trust the flow of spirit in your life. No one gets left behind. You know, even in the Bible, I think it's Jesus says that, you know, even humans, when their children ask for something, humans will give their kids. If your kid asks for a loaf of bread, I think this parable is, you're not going to give them a rock or a stone, right? You're actually going to give them bread. So how much more can God's source energy give you when you ask for something? So yes, we are creator beings. Yes, we are eternal beings having a human experience, and we are very powerful. We need assistance, though. We need help to create something bigger and broader than what we can often envision for ourselves. All right, guys, so that is the message today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope it has assisted you, and I hope you have a beautiful week, guys. Bye for now. Love you.